Good morning, KBJ gang. I don't know if I want to bring more energy, but today I ain't got that much energy. I literally got no sleep last night, so the energy is kind of not there. Let me move y'all over real quick. Hopefully everything stays in focus. But the energy not there today, at least not this morning. I do apologize for moving y'all so much, but the energy's not there at least this morning. I have done my morning routine. Finally, it's been a work in progress. At least y'all don't know unless y'all follow my story, which I don't really post on there that much. That's why I'm starting to post on my stories. And I'm starting to post on Instagram a little bit more. Gonna start it up starting today. Starting to get that social media going, especially posting the YouTube videos and working on my agency. But it's getting a little meticulous. Now it's all because I'm not putting the right amount of effort to get it done. So that's what we're focused on. Focus on building in routines and systems to get things done. Now I want to show y'all this book I've been reading lately. And it's called, if y'all can read it, it's called The Defining Decade. I'll put a picture right here. It's called The Defining Decade. And this book is basically about things to do in your 20s. Things that happens in your 20s that most people have a hard time with. Like I know a lot of y'all are in college right now. Y'all dealing with a lot of things. And this book actually helps tremendously. It's an in-depth preview of this author, May, what's her name? May J, and she's amazing. I watched her TED Talk, and it's a good TED Talk. It's basically about chapter, I think it was 6. She had just talked about chapter 6 about this conversation, but the whole book is about conversations with her clients. She's a therapist and a licensed psychologist, and she just talks to clients for a living, I would assume. And her book is basically a breakdown of each of her sessions with her clients and her 20-somethings clients, as she calls them, and ways that they cope and ways that they talk to her about them believing that my 20s is just, oh no, guys, y'all are not in focus. Hold on, give me a second, because it is, okay, so hopefully y'all in focus now. If not, I'm going to post it just to show y'all we're learning. But like I was saying, it's about her sessions with her clients and her 20-somethings, saying that their 30s is their new 20s. And basically what she means by that is, it's okay, my 20-something is my play years. I'm supposed to have fun during my 20s. And I'm supposed to live life on the edge. And I'm supposed to experience all my experiences at 20. And 30 is when I'll really get serious about life and relationships. And she really doesn't go into detail about this, but she really hints on the fact that women in their 20s and 30s are at a higher risk of losing in their spots in life, if that makes sense. She wants to make it so that women know that when you reach 30, it gets harder to find a husband and things of that nature when you get to that end of the spectrum. And what she says in her book is, she's basically providing information like your 20s to your 30s should honestly be about building yourself and your identity. It's all about you. It's all about what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's all about building what she calls self-capital, what she calls identity capital. That's what you should be building in your 20s and your 30s. The reason why I wanted to recommend this book to y'all is because it's an amazing book for any age range, I would say. But if you're not in the 20s to 30s, in that area, I would say the book, you're not going to understand a lot of what it's saying. You will get lost in what she's saying about different things because you haven't experienced it yet. And I found myself getting lost somewhere in this book, especially at the beginning. I found it really hard to read the beginning, so I had to kind of force myself through reading the beginning. And once I got to the middle, the book was easy as butter. We're going to get to this new Notion database that I just created. Now, this is a good one. I created the database, I think I created it like a day and a half ago. And I didn't post the video on my last database because it was it wasn't up to par of my liking. Like I enjoyed the layout, but I didn't enjoy how it interacted. Like it was blocky. It had a lot of big things in it. It was a lot of moving pieces, if you understand. It wasn't. It was a lot of moving pieces with not enough cohesion. So I didn't like it. So this is my new Notion setup. This is the basic dashboard. Now we're building off the dashboard the different sites, like different blocks inside of the dashboard. We're building that off, and it's gonna be amazing. So here you go. This is my Notion template right here. Now let's break it down a little bit for you. What I call the life bird eye view is my old dashboard, and this is a template that is not my template, and I did forget. I did forget whose template this was, but I didn't use it because I found it too not complex, but not together. Y'all ever had the template where it's everything is there, but it's not all in a block. It's not all integrated. So you just gotta, if you want to go to your daily routine, you gotta go to daily routine. If you want to go to your fitness, you gotta go to your fitness. Things of that nature, and you gotta just keep bouncing around to different places and keep just going around the whole thing with things that you don't see every day or you don't even mention. So I decided to put this in my life's bird eye view. So whenever I decide to go to the things that I don't see every day or I don't mention, I can just be like, oh, this is the bird's eye view. This is like my overall life, what I want it to look like in a year, 2 years, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. Business goals, boom. YouTube goals, boom. Reading goals, boom. Entrepreneurship goals, money goals, boom, 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 boom. I can put it all right here. And I did not fill out this page yet, but this page will be getting filled out very soon, probably in the next week or so. Now, business page. Now, this is the page that I'm going to be viewing most of the time while I'm in this Notion setup. And that's why I wanted to create this page as basically a perfect page. Like, not actually perfect. Not a lot of things can be perfect, but I wanted to be as best as it can for me. Now, I did get this template from somebody else, and I forgot. You put so many templates together that you just forget. But I don't use this side because I don't really necessarily feel like I need it. I have a financials page down here, so I don't feel like I need this financials page, if you understand what I'm saying. So I don't really use the notebook template or the databases that's up on this side. But what I do use is the business task manager, the daily contact list, and another business task manager. This one is the first one that I created, and the second one is the one that's integrated with everything. And that's what I like about it. Since I got this from another person, he already had one, but I didn't like it, so I made my own and integrated that with this. Now we got my 5-minute journal and all that. I don't use it. It's okay. I only really use these two right here in this whole page. That's why, like I said, I only build it out my home, my landing page. I gotta go and I gotta build the intricate details about each other page. And this is what my life's gonna look like for the next 5 to 6 weeks. It's gonna be building out my whole nation database and building on my business. This 5 to 6 weeks is basically about building these systems around my business that's gonna make it so that I can run it without any problems. It's gonna make it even like I'm gonna be spending like 2 to 3 hours a day doing this every day for the next 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks. Now, content production. Content production is, like I said, all of these are different databases. All of these are from different content creators that I'm inspired from. So I want to see what they are looking like. Now, I don't really enjoy it. No. Me, I don't like this setup how it is. I don't like it how it is, but we're going to fix it. We got some YouTube content, don't like it. So I got to fix all of that. Main task manager. Then now this is like a get things done page. Now I love this page. This is a page that I love. I'm sorry if I'm just telling you a whole lot of things I don't like. If you don't vibe with the type of video I'm making right now, I do apologize. But maybe you'll like another video that I'll make in the future when everything's said and done. But this is kind of a progression video. Like I want y'all to see me going through the steps of building out my whole Notion database. Not just showing y'all like, hey, I got this amazing Notion database that y'all didn't see the progression of. The relative database. So all these integrate with my master to-do list. Now, when I go to my business task manager, you see how I got the relative databases? Because all these are connected to each other. So I don't have to keep going and switching databases with all my information. So if I put something in my main task manager and I give it a date, it's gonna pop up on my master calendar in the middle, so I know what to do for the week. Now, just because, like I said, I'm just doing it, it's now I gotta start scheduling out my main task list for everything. Now I gotta start scheduling out my main task for every day of the week and starting to get back up on making a calendar for this week. I don't use Notion's calendars for daily planning, time blocking. I don't use it for time blocking just because Notion makes it so hard to time block. Not like Google Calendar, not like Apple Calendar. They do an amazing job. All you gotta do is click, slide, make you 2 hours, then put the name of it, give it a category, and you're good. With this, you gotta do a whole lot more work. And the more work you got to do with a system, the less productive that system is, because it makes you have to keep going in and going in and going in to change things. And it's hard. The harder to change it, the harder the system is, and I don't like it. So with my habit tracker, I literally just got this from, y'all know who he is, Thomas Frank. I just got this from Thomas Frank, and I just used it today. That's why I crossed off Sunday and Monday. I just used it today. I just finished this before I record this video. So I just started this today. So this should be, I'll see how this work out. It looks good and it looks simple. So I feel like I can get this done, no problem, consistently, every day, without having the hassle of having this whole massive habit tracker system that is so in detail that I can't get nothing done because I'm too busy trying to input information into my habit tracker. And that's why I don't like detailed and so specific note systems, because I feel like the more specific it get, the harder the work gets to get done, because you have all these different moving pieces with the work that you're actually doing. You got to think about the work you got to do, and you got to have all these moving pieces and this friction into getting that notes or that task into that database, and it makes it really hard to actually use a database. That's why a lot of people start databases. They love how it looks, so they keep changing it up, and then it never is perfect. So sometimes they just stop putting stuff in there, and they just give up, and they just start doing it how they always did it in their mind. So if you're working for yourself, or you trying to work for yourself, or you aspire to be more productive in reading, whatever you aspire to be more productive in, or you aspire to be more together, I would say, as a whole, more of a planning person, more of a person that has everything in one place that can get you something, that doesn't have a lot of friction in their life, then you should use something like Notion, not Grammarly, Notion, Evernote, things of that nature. This is not a sponsored video, but I advise you to use something. It doesn't have to be that. It could be a planner. You can write down some notes, but I advise you to have something that you can put all your work into, so you don't have to worry about all the friction that comes in the daily life. Because you can't just have one brain. A lot of people moving with one brain, and it's making their brain overloaded. Make sure you have somewhere to put all your ideas, everything that you need. Make sure you have somewhere to put it, so you don't be straining your mind just thinking about all these moving pieces and these revolving doors in your life. Thank you so much for watching this video. It is just a video about me talking about my Notion setup and the new book that I'm reading, but this is kind of my daily life, and I'm trying to get these videos off of y'all daily. It doesn't matter how good it is off the start, I would say. And if you disagree with me, that's fine. Please let me know in the comments, and I'll respond to you and let you know why I think this. But if you don't want to go to the comments, you can just finish out this video, and I'll tell you. I feel like the more you post, the more you do it, the better you get. No matter how bad, no matter how good. The more you do it, the consistency you do it at, the better you get. Once you strive to improve, you will improve with hard work and consistency. And that's what I believe. That's why I believe the more content I put out and the more things I do and the more revolving doors I have, that's actually being meticulously placed, that's actually putting in consistent effort, makes better content. So that's why. Thanks so much for watching the video. Like, subscribe. Peace out.